In 2005, a gang of criminals pulled off one of the most extraordinary heists in history by tunneling into the Banco Central in Fortaleza, Brazil, and stealing about $70 million. The plan was both daring and meticulous, involving months of preparation and an intricate tunnel system. It all started in March 2005 when the gang rented a house near the Banco Central. They set up a fake landscaping business to avoid suspicion, complete with a sign and employees who appeared to be busy with gardening work. This facade allowed them to transport tools and materials without drawing attention. The tunnel they dug was an engineering marvel. It stretched about 78 meters, 255 feet, from the rented house to the bank's vault. The tunnel was about 70 centimeters, 27 inches wide, and 4 meters, 13 feet deep. It was reinforced with wood and plastic and even had a lighting system and fans for ventilation. The gang worked in shifts, digging around the clock to complete the tunnel in time for the heist. On the night of August 5, 2005, the gang finally broke through the floor of the bank's vault. They had chosen the perfect time, a weekend when the bank was closed, giving them ample time to empty the vault without being interrupted. They worked quickly and efficiently, removing about 3.5 tons of old, used banknotes that were scheduled to be removed from circulation. The gang then transported the money back through the tunnel to the rented house, loading it into vehicles for their getaway. By the time bank employees discovered the theft on the morning of August 8th, the gang was long gone. The sight that greeted the bank employees was shocking. The vault had been emptied, and a large hole in the floor led to the intricate tunnel system. The police were immediately called, and a massive investigation was launched. Forensic teams examined the tunnel, impressed by its complexity and the level of planning that had gone into the heist. The investigation quickly became a national priority, with the government offering a substantial reward for information leading to the capture of the culprits. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear that the gang had planned the heist down to the smallest detail. They had used sophisticated equipment and techniques, and they had carefully monitored the bank's security systems to ensure they would not be detected. The scale of the operation suggested that it had been carried out by professionals with significant resources. Over the following months, the police made several arrests. They apprehended a number of individuals believed to be involved in the heist, including some who had played key roles in the planning and execution of the robbery. However, despite their efforts, much of the stolen money was never recovered. One of the key figures in the heist was Antonio Josevan Alves dos Reis, also known as Alemão. He was identified as one of the masterminds behind the operation and was eventually captured in 2008. Alemão's arrest was a significant breakthrough in the case, and he provided valuable information about the planning and execution of the heist. Another significant arrest was that of Marcos Rogério Machado de Moraes, known as Cabeça Branca. He was another key player in the heist and was captured in 2009. His arrest helped to shed further light on the gang's activities and their connections to other criminal enterprises. Despite these arrests, many of the gang members remain at large, and the whereabouts of much of the stolen money remain unknown. The Banco Central burglary continues to capture the imagination of the public, both in Brazil and around the world, as one of the most daring and successful heists in history. The heist also had a significant impact on banking security in Brazil. Banks across the country reviewed and upgraded their security measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. The incident highlighted the vulnerabilities in existing security systems and the need for constant vigilance and improvement. The Banco Central burglary serves as a testament to the ingenuity and determination of its perpetrators. The gang's ability to plan and execute such a complex and daring heist, and to evade capture for so long, has made it a legendary story in the annals of criminal history. It is a reminder that even the most secure locations can be vulnerable to a well-planned and executed plan, and that the line between success and failure in such operations is often razor-thin. In the months following the heist, media outlets around the world reported on the case, drawing comparisons to Hollywood films and emphasizing the unusual nature of the elderly criminals. The public's fascination with the story was fueled by the dramatic details of the burglary and the subsequent police investigation. The heist had a significant impact on security protocols in the Diamond District and beyond. Businesses and financial institutions reviewed and upgraded their security measures, hoping to prevent similar incidents in the future. The Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company itself faced scrutiny and criticism for the apparent ease with which the burglars had accessed the vault. In 2017, two more men, Michael Seed and Hugh Doyle, were arrested in connection with the heist. Seed, known as Basil, was believed to be the alarm specialist who had disabled the security systems. Doyle was accused of assisting with the logistics of the operation. Both men were eventually convicted, with Seed receiving a 10-year prison sentence and Doyle receiving a suspended sentence. The Banco Central heist continues to be a topic of interest and debate. It has inspired numerous adaptations, including a television series and a feature film, each offering their own interpretation of the events. The story remains a testament to the audacity and ingenuity of its perpetrators, as well as a cautionary tale about the vulnerabilities in security systems. As the years pass, the legend of the Banco Central heist grows, capturing the imagination of new generations. It serves as a reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and that even the most unlikely criminals can pull off the most extraordinary crimes. The heist's complexity and the gang's attention to detail were extraordinary. The gang had to ensure that their tunnel was structurally sound, which required significant knowledge of engineering and construction. They used sophisticated tools and equipment to dig the tunnel, reinforcing it with wood and plastic to prevent collapses. They also installed lighting and ventilation systems to make the work more manageable. One of the most intriguing aspects of the heist was the gang's ability to remain undetected for so long. The fake landscaping business provided the perfect cover for their activities. The gang members would arrive at the rented house every day, dressed as gardeners, and work on the tunnel in shifts. This elaborate ruse allowed them to transport tools and materials without raising suspicion. The police investigation into the heist was one of the largest in Brazilian history. Forensic experts examined the tunnel and the crime scene, looking for clues that could lead them to the perpetrators. The investigation revealed that the gang had spent several months planning and executing the heist, demonstrating a high level of organization and expertise. Despite the significant challenges, the police managed to make several arrests in the months following the heist. The arrests of key figures like Antonio José Sivan Alves dos Reis and Marcos Rogério Machado de Moraes provided valuable insights into the planning and execution of the robbery. However, the whereabouts of much of the stolen money remain unknown, adding an element of mystery to the story. The Banco Central heist has had a lasting impact on banking security in Brazil. The incident prompted banks across the country to review and upgrade their security measures, including the installation of more sophisticated alarm systems and increased surveillance. The heist also highlighted the need for better coordination between law enforcement agencies and private security firms. The story of the Banco Central heist continues to capture the public's imagination. It has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and films, each offering different perspectives on the events. The heist remains a fascinating example of criminal ingenuity and a benchmark for other would-be thieves. As time goes on, the legend of the Banco Central heist continues to grow. It is a story that captures the imagination and serves as a reminder of the audacity and skill that can be found in the world of crime. The heist is a testament to the fact that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and that even the most daring plans can sometimes succeed. In the years since the heist, the story has been retold in numerous books, documentaries, and even a feature film. Each retelling adds new details and perspectives, keeping the story alive in the public's imagination. The Banco Central heist remains a fascinating example of criminal ingenuity and a benchmark for other would-be thieves.